Hey everybody, welcome to another masterclass. We're excited to have you today to talk about credit cards and what are the different strategies that you can use to optimize your credit cards and put more money back into your pockets, whether it's getting cash back, using it for travel. We're also going to share with you some strategies that you may have not heard of to really help you and your family put some extra change back into your pocket. Thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to get started immediately. If you're in the chat box, just drop in a hello just so that I know everyone is here. Awesome, Karen. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's get right into it. All right. The first thing that is great about credit cards are the sign up bonuses. This is something that I've utilized for a long time. It's helped me get free flights for the past 6, 7 years. I haven't paid for a flight. I've taken my family on trips, and a lot of it has started off with these great sign up bonuses that different credit card companies provide. So everyone here has a different situation and a different lifestyle. You got to find the bonus that best suits you. Right now in Canada, the best bonuses for credit cards are for travel. They offer some great bonuses where you can get some free flights and trips right across the country. And here's the best part. Most of these cards, when you sign up for them, you're going to get a bonus. And these are annual fee cards. So you got to pay like $100, $200 a year for these credit cards. But what you can do is after that year, you got the bonuses, you can actually downgrade your card to a no annual fee card. So you still get the bonuses, but you're not paying the annual fee. Most credit cards waive the first year annual fee when you sign up for them. Now, a lot of people ask, why on earth are credit card companies giving me free flights? There's one reason. It's to have your business. These credit cards are so competitive with each other. There's so many credit card companies across the country. They are all competing against each other and they want your business. So they're going to put together some incredible offers throughout the year to try and take your business from their competitors. And they're hoping you will stay with them for a very, very long time. So let me show you some examples here. This is a recent promotion I saw. I'm not sure if it's still around, but it's basically 40,000 Aeroplan miles. Um, if you sign up, this was December 2019. So you take a look at that, you have 40,000 Aeroplan miles. That's a lot of miles right there. I'm going to show you what that can mean. And then you can also get a CIBC card, which their sign up bonus at the time was 35,000. So between these two cards, you have 75,000 miles. What can you get there? Look at some of these recent deals on Aeroplan. You could go to Israel for 40,000. I know right now that might not be the best time to use this example with COVID and travel restrictions. You might not be able to utilize all this travel, but in the future, these are some of the different places that you could go. Ireland, 40,000. London, United Kingdom, 30,000. You could go to London twice and still have extra points available. Beijing, 40,000 points. Dubai, 80,000 points, which is pretty amazing. And out of curiosity, in the questions box, let me know if you can have a round trip flight for free, where would you go? Put it in the comments section. I'd love to see everyone's answers. Where is kind of your dream destination where you want to take your family if you could get a round trip flight for free? Hey, Daniel, good to see you. Randy, Jag, welcome, Steve. Okay, Catherine says Tokyo. Awesome. Lauren, love that. Hawaii. That's a good one. Heather, I love that, Heather. Bora Bora. I get a round trip for two because I would love to come to Bora Bora. Croatia, that's a good one, Amanda. I like that. Greece, yep, beautiful, beautiful spot. Got a lot of Greece here. Portugal and Spain, Venice, some great places. And this is really what these, offers can do for you. Now, a lot of people say, well, Aaron, if I get a credit card, isn't that going to affect my credit score? No, it's not. Now, it might short term because you're going to have to get a hard credit check and you're going to have to, you know, get that credit card approval, which they're going to do a hard check on your credit score. But that's just a short term. Your credit score might go down 5 to 10 points, but it's going to quickly go back up. And in fact, having lots of different credit lines open and being able to pay them is good for your credit score. So again, take advantage of this. These are great. Number two is travel insurance. Did you know that more than half of Canadians travel without travel insurance? Now, why do you need travel insurance? This is something, honestly, I didn't know. I took a few trips and I wasn't insured. The challenge is, it's a very low likelihood that when you travel outside of Canada, you're going to get sick or something is going to happen. So it's very low chances, but when it does happen, it's catastrophic. It can have a huge negative impact on your financial situation. And if you take a look at some of these charges, if you're traveling to the US, okay, an ambulance ride is between $500 to $1,500 just for an ambulance ride. A broken finger is up to $3,000. Going into labor, 32,000. So hopefully you're not traveling close to when you're giving labor. But heart attack, 4,000. Like, this is a lot of money that you could be spending. What travel insurance does, it protects you. It's so worth it. If any of you right now are not traveling without travel insurance, you're doing you and your family a major disservice. And it's very cheap, right? It's $20 to $50 to insure yourself so that when you go travel, if any of your family members get sick or gets hurt, they'll be taken care of and there's no financial burden. Now, what does this have to do with credit cards? You can use your credit card for travel insurance. Most credit cards, when you pay for the trip, you're covered. So if you get sick, anything happens, you are covered. So each credit card is different. Get familiar with yours. This is the key. You need to use the card to book your trip. A couple years ago, my business partner was doing a conference in, I think it was Florida. And there was an individual with him. And, my business partner asked him, hey, the company paid for this trip. Did you get travel insurance? And he's like, oh, no, I don't need travel insurance. I got this credit card and they take care of it. I'm insured through my credit card. And my business partner had to explain to him, like, no, you're not, because you didn't use that credit card to book your trip. So you need to use your card to book. That's so important. Even if you use one credit card and your travel insurance is on the other, it won't be covered. And then another, just a quick tip, keep your insurance contact in handy. The worst thing that could happen is you're in an emergency, something's happening, you're rushing, there's chaos and panic all around you, and you're trying to find contact information, you're trying to find a phone number to call, you're using your data service in another country, which is going to cost you so much money. You want to make sure you have your insurance contact handy, right? Always plan for the worst case scenario, and that's really what travel insurance is all about. And we got a lot of great questions coming in. We're going to do a Q&A. Yeah, look what Jason said. Jason said, broke my nose in the Philippines. Travel insurance was clutch, LOL. Yeah, I probably saved you a couple $1,000s for sure. Oh yeah, Catherine says, a good point. International is a must-have if you're going somewhere where you don't speak the language. Absolutely. SOS, yep. Okay, let's go to the next point. 0% credit card interest? This is a really cool hack that we've seen a lot of our students take advantage of. Now, it is a short term solution if you have a long term plan. What happens is these credit card companies, they want your business so badly that they offer these crazy promotions, right? They give you AirPods, they'll give you a new laptop, they'll they'll go the whole nine yards to try and get your business. And one of the newest ways is offering 0% interest. And they're basically saying, like, imagine I started a new credit card, Enriched Academy credit card. I want to be clear, we never sell financial products or endorse any financial products. But let's say we have a new credit card and we want to get your business. And we say, hey, you know what? Enriched Academy credit card is 0% interest. That if you come with us, we won't charge you any interest for a specific amount of months. A lot of people be like, wow, that's great. I want to go get the Enriched Academy credit card. Now, why would we do that? Why do credit card companies do that? They know, guys, they know that most people, they're going to transfer their credit card. And after that 1 year goes by, after that 10 months, that person's still going to be in credit card debt. They're not going to pay off their credit card. And now that company is making money. So they're willing to take that short term hit. They're willing to cover your interest payments for a year because they know most Canadians are going to continue to have debt and they'll make money. So again, this is a great short-term solution if you have a long-term plan. Imagine you have $20,000 in credit card debt right now. Right now, you're most likely paying about 19% interest. Each year, you're paying $4,000 in interest. 4,000. Isn't that unbelievable? Now, imagine you transferred your credit card to a 0% interest credit card provider. That same 20,000, you're paying $0 in interest. So what you can actually do, what we recommend, take that extra $4,000 you're saving and use it to pay down your credit card. And after a year, instead of having $20,000 in credit card debt, you can have 16,000 making the same payments, right? Like, that's pretty amazing. And again, when the year comes around, that interest is going to go back up to 19%. But hopefully now you have a plan. Maybe now you're going to transfer it to debt consolidation, or you're going to get a line of credit, right? You got to be really smart here. Think about what you can do. You can first transfer your money to a 0% interest credit card. So now you're not paying any interest, which is better than any debt consolidation, anything you could possibly do. You're paying zero interest. After the year comes up, then you can look at maybe doing some debt consolidation, or you do a line of credit. And now your interest, instead of it being 19%, maybe it's 5% or 4%. You're saving a lot of money in interest. So again, balance transfers are great short-term strategies if you have a long-term plan. Now, keep in mind, there is going to be a fee to initiate this. It's about 1 to 2% of your balance. So make sure that whenever you're doing this transfer, that you're totally aware of all the fees. Read the fine print. This is the individual that said they usually charge an initial fee as well, like 1%. Yep, they absolutely do, but it's still worth it. It's absolutely still worth it. No doubt about it. Okay, let's talk about foreign exchange. This is can be very expensive, especially when you're traveling to different parts of the world. It is really expensive to use that currency, whether it's the US, whether it's especially internationally. But you know what happens? This is how credit cards make a lot of money, okay? They charge above the foreign exchange rate. So if right now, let's just use simplicity, if right now every dollar in Canada will get you $1.50 in America, what the credit card companies will do, they'll say, okay, every dollar here actually only gets you $1.40 in the US, and they'll keep that 10 cents. They have this margin that they keep, and that's how they make money. When you're making transactions on your credit card in the US, you're not getting the true foreign exchange rate. You're getting the bank's exchange rate, and the bank's exchange rate is always more expensive. So you have to be very, very, very careful if you're traveling across the country, that, and it's not all inclusive or something like that. You understand how you're going to spend your money. You understand what exchange rates are. There are alternative ways to exchange your money. There are great places that you can exchange at a way better rate than what the credit card companies will give you. So just be aware of this. It's going to take a little bit of research. I did this recently traveling a few years ago. I just went online and I found a great site that it worked well for me, and it was very simple. I got a great rate and I transferred my money and I used it. Okay, next is pre-authorized payment. Just a quick question in the comment section. Let me know, how many of you have pre-authorized payments to your credit card? Yes or no? Which means you don't have to log in to pay your credit card off. It automatically gets paid. Yes or no in the comment section. Do you have pre-authorized payments set up on your credit card? Awesome. Yes, yes, couple yeses here. No, no, few no's. Nope. Okay, mostly no's. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Candy, Robert, Rhonda. Thanks, Terry, Nancy, for putting in your answers. Thanks, Linda, Sharon, Jeff. Yeah, so this is a no-brainer for sure, because one missed payment on your credit card can have a huge negative impact on your credit score, right? And all of you guys, you're very busy. Some of you have families, some of you have very time-intensive jobs. Why not just pre-authorize these payments so that when your credit card bill comes around the corner, you're not scrambling, logging in, trying to get it paid? How much is it? It's just automatically paid every single month. And this right here is going to have a huge positive impact on your credit score. Massive, right? So set this up ASAP. You usually need to call your credit card provider and just basically say, hey, listen, I want to pay the payment balance every single month. It's not just the minimum, right? You can pay the whole balance, so you're not paying any interest. And I started doing this, and it's a time and stress saver. No more frantic. You know those nights where you wake up sometimes and you're like, oh my gosh, did we pay the credit card bill? Did we pay that credit card? Oh my gosh. And then you go check, oh yeah, I did pay it. Say goodbye to those nights and those thoughts and those kind of mini heart attacks, because you know it's going to be paid every single month. Now, here's where you have to be careful. You have to be careful if you don't have a lot of money in your checking account to cover your credit card balance, because then you could go into overdraft, right? So you got to be very careful. Make sure you have a good amount of money set, and make sure that there's no chance that your credit card bill is going to be more than your checking balance. This is a time saver. Most of your bills you can set up pre-authorized. Your home phone, you shouldn't have a home phone, by the way, like definitely not. A cell phone, pre-authorize that payment. Every payment that you could think of, try and pre-authorize it. Not only is it going to help you improve your credit score, it's just going to save you time, headache, and stress. Right? So everyone that said no, are you going to set up pre-authorized payments? Let me know yes or no in the comment section. I just want to know if there's one thing that you could do from this class: set up pre-authorized payments. Let me know if that's what you're going to do that. I hope you do. Some people will probably not. Yeah. Nice, Kenny. Oh, this is a good tip. I like this, Kenny. I have alerts on my phone. I never forget when the bills are due. Nice, Kenny. I like that. Yeah, it's easy to do. It's simple. It's straightforward. And guys, the key with personal finance is, how do you automate everything? If you guys have read the book Automatic Millionaire, it is a game changer. You need to automate your life. You need to make things easy. You need to make your money work for you, not you working for money. To me, having to log in and make payments is me working for money. It's a small little thing, but it takes time. It's one thing in the back of my head. Let me take that same time and put it towards my family, or let me put it towards my work or something else. So really important. Yeah, Catherine, really good point here. Doesn't this leave you vulnerable when your phone company makes mistakes and just wants to bill you? Yes, Catherine, great point. So, one of the cons of this is you still want to constantly check your bills. Just because you have pre authorized payments, say, you want to make sure you know what's going on with your bill payments, how much you're paid, what credit card amount that you got charged that month. So, this is not an excuse not to do your budget and not to be aware of how much your bills are, what your bills are you being overcharged or not. So great point, Catherine. Thanks so much for pointing that out. You still want to be very aware of your bills. Awesome. Let's keep going here. Ooh, strategic cashback. Okay, so when it comes to credit cards, there's a lot of different ways that you could benefit from. The most popular is travel. The second most popular is cashback. Those are the two biggest ones. So when you use your credit card, at a gas station or at Starbucks or at a grocery store, you get a certain amount of cashback. So this is where you need to be very strategic. This is where you need to look at your budget and you need to look at your lifestyle. You need to ask yourself, where am I spending a lot of my money? What gas station um, am I going to more? Am I going to Esso or am I going to whatever, all the other the Shell? And you want to be careful with this and you want to be aware, because the more that you go to the same place, the more that you could take advantage of these cashbacks and these rewards. Certain gas stations give you more Aeroplan points than others. Certain grocery stores give you more points and cashback than others. Now, the first step is to make sure anywhere that you go is the lowest cost. You don't want to pay more just to get extra points. That's a huge mistake we see, and that's why a lot of loyalty programs exist. People say, oh, come use my grocery store. It's a little bit more expensive, but I give you a lot of points, right? And a lot of people are like, oh, I need to be loyal. No, I'm only going to Longo's. I'm not going to No Frills, because when I go to Longo's, I got this Longo's card and it gives me some points that if I spend $100,000, I'll get $10 off and a free coffee, right? Usually they're not that, incentivizing, but this is where you got to be smart. Okay, take a look at where you're going to spend most of your money. Look at the different credit cards and see which ones are going to give you the best cash back for different places. And I started doing this with gas stations, and I started to see my Aeroplan points went through the roof, because instead of going to the gas stations that don't give me double points or three times points, I went to the ones that just gave me a dollar for dollar. So this is important. Again, the lesson here, take a look at where you're spending your money. What grocery stores do you mostly go to? Is it Costco? Then it might be worth. Do your calculations, do your math. Is it worth getting that Costco card or a Costco membership or the cash back there? Maybe it is. Are you going to mostly Shell, where maybe you need to switch to another gas station, which will give you more points? Every credit card is different. You need to study them to see which one you could get the most cash back from. Okay, I like this. This is really nice here, especially for those that don't have a great credit score and you're wondering, how do I improve my credit score? Secured credit card to boost your credit score. How these work, it's kind of like a prepaid credit card. You're basically making a deposit and you could spend that money. It really is like a prepaid credit card. So who is this great for? If you have no credit history, if you have a horrible credit history, you want to repair it. If you're new to this country, these are great. Here's some of the disadvantages. Usually it's higher interest. You can't access the deposited funds while you have the card. That should say funds, not fines. And there sometimes is a setup fee. So again, these I wouldn't say are long-term, should be a part of your financial repertoire, but they're really great to have if again, you are no credit history, you need to improve your credit score, or you're an immigrant. It can help you boost your credit really quickly. And if you're making the payments and you're not overspending, so you're not paying any interest, you should be good here. Okay, number 8, pay rent and taxes with a credit card. There are a few companies out there. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have not used them before. I have been researching a few, and some of them look really good. One is Plastique, but this is something that's going to become more and more popular in the future, where if you're paying rent or you're paying taxes, you can use your credit card to make these payments, and that's a lot of, money back into your pocket. Because imagine you're paying $2,000 a month in rent. That's $24,000 a year. If you can get a point for every dollar that you spent, that's 24,000 points. That's like a round trip flight to places in Canada, no problem. For money that you were already spending, why not get points from it? Yeah, it's good to know for sure, Georgina. Good to know. And just keep your eye out. I would, you know, for me, what I did is I looked at all the money I spent. Where's my money going? And I just asked myself, how do I get the most points out of this? How do I get the most points out of this? Because if you're already spending the money, why not get points from it? Okay, now when you sign up for one of these credit card bonuses, right? Like that one that I showed you, hey, sign up with us and you get 40,000 Aeroplan points. There are going to be spending minimums, meaning the credit card company doesn't just want you to get this credit card, never spend any money on it, and just get all the points and get a free flight. They are going to want you to use that credit card so that you can redeem the points. Now, if you're someone that doesn't isn't going to spend that limit, like maybe the limit is $2,000 a month, and you never spend $2,000 a month. You just don't. You only spend $300-$400 a month on your credit card. What you could do to hit that limit and get those points, you could buy gift cards to places that you already shop at. Get those gift cards and use that for. You could get Costco gift cards. You might even be able to get a prepaid Visa gift card. Um, you know, Amazon gift cards. There's so many that you could get. Again, your goal is to hit that minimum to get the points, because the worst thing that you could do is apply for a new credit card and you want the bonuses, but you don't hit the minimum, so you never got your bonus. So not only did they do a hard credit check that lowered your credit score by a couple points, you didn't even get the points. And now you have an extra credit line open that you're not really using. So I would recommend buy gift cards to hit those minimums. And then finally, number 10, read the fine print. There's so many comments here from people, and Damiani, thanks so much. Some charge a fee for using a service to pay rent for a credit card. Absolutely. There's all these different, when you're dealing with financial products, you just have to be careful. You need to be so aware that what's their goal? Don't be naive. Their goal is to take your money. Their goal is to make money from you. That's how they operate. That's how capitalism works. Your goal is to protect as much money as possible and try to educate yourself to take advantage of some of these great financial products that they offer. So read the fine print. Be so careful what you're signing up. Understand it in and out. Guys, there's two types of people. There's people that take advantage of credit cards, and there's people that are being taken advantage of by credit cards. You want to be the individual that takes advantage of these great assets. To me, they're fantastic assets if you know how to use them, if you're not overspending. You just have to be careful and read the fine print. The other thing I would say be careful of overspending when you get these points cards. There's actually studies that show that when you have a points card, you typically spend more, because think about the psychology. Oh, you know what? We could spend a little bit more here. I get the points, so It's great. It's okay if we spend more. That's horrible psychology. That'll lose you a lot of money. You just want to use these points. It's gravy. This is all it is. It's just gravy. It's a cherry on the cake. You're already spending this money. Why not get some points from it? Do not overspend. Just be very careful of that. And you're good to go. Yeah, Sharon asks, what if you don't travel? Any options? Yeah, Sharon, cash back. You got to take advantage of some of these cashback credit cards, and how those work is you spend a certain amount and they will give you a certain percentage back. Like some of the most popular ones are 1%, 2% cash back, and I know it's not a lot. You're not going to get rich off this. You're not going to get wealthy. But what you're going to do, again, it's a cherry on top of the cake. Why not? And what's great about these cashback credit cards, they have promotions too. You know what their promotions look like? First 90 days, get 4% cash back. Every dollar you spend, get 4% back. So again, use that to your advantage. If you're about to make some big purchases, why not get a cashback credit card where you're going to get 4% back? Use a credit card to make that purchase, and you get 4% back. It's nice. It's great. So there's so many options, right? And I'm going to actually do something that I'm really excited about right now. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna go and we're gonna go together and we're gonna compare some of the top credit card companies right now. We're gonna look at their offers. We're gonna do it together, see what's good, see what's bad. Let's look at some of these credit cards together. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. We're gonna go compare, look at the bad, look at the ugly, and I'm gonna show you how to look under the hood of these credit cards. Awesome. All right. So, guys, for those of you that are familiar with Enriched Academy, due to COVID, unfortunately, we've had to put a pause on our live events that we used to do. But we started doing live events teaching Canadians about personal finance in 2015. I can't believe it was 6 years ago. This is exactly what our room looked like. If you could see the presentation that Kevin's doing, that's what our slide deck used to look like before we hired and had a graphic designer on our team. It's like it was bullet points. It was such a dry, boring presentation. Now you could see it's so visual and interactive. But these were the first few events, and guys, people loved it. Like we just had such a great response. Eventually, we were able to grow the events to this was 2019, where we were having up to 5,000 Canadians each year come out, spend a whole day with us to learn about financial literacy. They're so fun events. We really enjoy them. But here's one of the biggest things that we learned. We saw the same people from 2015 to 2021 come to the same event. They would come year after year after year. And we asked them, why do you keep coming to the same events? And they're like, guys, every time I come, I just get inspired. It's great. But we really tried to dig deep with these people and ask them, have you really made any changes with your finances? Have you made the progress that you're looking for? In most cases, the answer is no. We have a lot of students at Enriched Academy that unfortunately they attend a lot of webinars like this. They come to our events, they read our Financial Friday newsletters, but they're not making the progress that they need to. They're not able to live the life that they want to. And if they are, it's just not at the speed that's what needs to be. They're still in the same situation. And for a lot of them, the financial challenges continued, and they were just really, if you break it down, what happened? A lot of people were nervous or scared to take action. They get excited by something like this credit cards. Oh, I could take advantage of credit card companies and make money. But when it comes time to actually apply for the credit card, look at different ones, we get nervous, we get scared. We're not sure if we're making the right decision. Whether it's credit cards, investing, retirement planning, getting out of debt, budgeting. Some people lack a lot of discipline and motivation. And some people encounter roadblocks. They try to do it on their own, but they hit a roadblock, and that roadblock holds them back, and they never start investing. They never start creating that plan for retirement. Their budget, they tried budgeting for 2-3 months, but then they stopped. and no real changes were made, and their financial challenges continue. You take a look at it right now, more than two-thirds of Canadians worry a lot about money, yet 70% don't have a plan. The number one cause of stress for Canadians is money over personal health and work. If you take a look at this, 70% of Canadians don't have a retirement plan, think they won't save enough money for retirement. And what's happening is most Canadians, they're not able to live the life that they want. They're not able to pursue their goals, their passions, because of the lack of money, because of the lack of control, and they feel stuck, they feel trapped, they feel hopeless. And if you're in that situation, you're not alone. But just know you have to do something else. You have to do more. You have to make a change. You can't keep going down the same path expecting a different result. There's a time and a point that you just got to put your foot down and say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of not saving enough. I'm not tired of being stressed about my money. I need to make a change. And that's why we created this financial freedom coaching. We realize that education is only the first step. It's great that all of you are attending these webinars, and some of you are attending them every single week, which is fantastic, but it's not enough. Because no matter how good this education is, if you do nothing with it, it's going to be useless. Won't you agree? You imagine you watch this and nothing happens. You don't do anything. Was it really worth spending an hour here? Maybe you could pass on the education, but not really. And that's why we realize the second step is taking action. So what do we do at Enriched Academy? We research technologies, different platforms, tools, workbooks, different ways to help Canadians take action, because that's what we're about. We're a company that's not just trying to educate Canadians. We really want to help people take that step to financial freedom and live a financially free life. So we kept asking ourselves, how do we help Canadians? We know education is just the first step. And we came to the conclusion that having a dedicated financial expert, 100% focused on you, it's the best chance for you and your family to be financially free. Someone that's going to create a plan that's customized to your situation, your goals, where you're currently at, whether you're in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, or saving. The challenge with a lot of education is very general. Like, some of you won't benefit from this because it doesn't apply to you. But if I was able to sit down with you, Nancy, and me and Nancy, we started speaking, and I understand, okay, Nancy, you're getting closer to retirement, so all of this information is irrelevant. You don't have to pay attention to it. We need to focus on A, B, and C. Retirement planning, you need to take a look at your RIF, and we need to look at your pension and take a look at how to take that out in a tax-efficient way. A customized plan for you and your family based on where you're at. And guys, coaching works. It's been unbelievable to see the results of our students. If you take a look at the increase in net worth, 45 grand, credit score up 25 points, total advisor fee saved 1.25%, monthly spend decreased $1,000 a month, and credit card debt decreased by 3 grand. In just 6 months, we're able to absolutely transform and help Canadians. And a lot of people say, these results, I can't do it. The people that join our program are everyday Canadians just like you. They take a leap of faith, they give it a chance, and they try it out. And all it takes is 1 or 2 ideas to change your life. Now, why does coaching work so well? Number one, enhanced accountability. How many of you have ever attended a webinar like this? You feel inspired for 2 weeks, but you never act on the education. Nothing changes, nothing happens. A coach will hold you accountable so that you feel in control over your money, so that they're not just teaching you, but they're helping you act on the education. Number two, it's a dedicated expert. Imagine the progress you and your family are going to make by having a financial expert 100% focused on helping you achieve your goals and dreams. Just you. They're not worried about anything else. Their main goal is, how do I help Josh be financially free? Number three, it's bias free. You just have to be so careful right now when you're getting advice financially from advisors or banks or institutions, because most people are trying to sell different products, whether it's a mutual fund, insurance, whether it's debt consolidation, consumer proposal, you name it. The beautiful part about our coaching is because we don't sell financial products, You're getting advice that's in your best interest. It's not in our best interest, it's in your best interest. And that's why the results for so many Canadians has been so positive. Our number one goal is to help you be financially free. That's it. It's focused on every area of your finances. We're not just going to look at your investments. We're going to look at your plan, your budget, your net worth tracking. And again, it's 100% focused on you. Maybe you're someone that doesn't want to look at budgeting it at all. Okay, the coach won't even talk about budgeting. We'll focus on different areas of your finances. And number 5, it's a lifelong impact. The coaching program is 6 months long, but it's a foundation that you're going to set for the rest of your life. That's it. 6 months for the rest of your life. And so many Canadians say, I wish I knew about this 20 years ago. Guess what you're going to say 20 years from now? The same thing. You're going to say, I wish I did this 20 years ago, right? Because the actions that you take today will determine your future. The stronger the foundation you set, the more that you have a plan, that you have education, that you have guidance, the more that you pay attention to that today, the better you're going to do in the future. But it all starts today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. And really what it's all about, it's helping you create a plan. Where do you want to go? What are your goals? Have you ever sat down and on a piece of paper, just wrote down what your dream life looks like? What does retirement look like for you? How much money are you going to need? How much money do you have? Can you get there? How long is it going to take you? Let's create a plan that's customized to you and teach you the fastest way possible to get there. Imagine you're already on track. You're doing everything great, but having a coach can help you retire 5 years sooner. Wouldn't that be worth it? 5 years sooner you can retire. That's pretty amazing. Now, the coaching isn't for everyone. Is it for you? You want to just answer yes or no to these questions. Do you need help taking action? Yes or no? Do you want a financial expert to create a plan for you? Do you want more security for you and your family? Do you need accountability and guidance from an expert? If you answered yes to any of these questions, it's worth having a conversation about how a coach can help you. You don't have to sign up for the coaching, but learn how it can help you. I love this Warren Buffett quote. He says, "You will work until the day that you die unless you learn how to make money while you sleep." And really what our goal is in the coaching program, it's simple. It's to help you and your family reach a point where the money that you earn buys assets. Those assets are working for you to create a passive income. And that passive income fuels your lifestyle. So whether or not you work, you have confidence that you could go to your mailbox and you could open it up and there's a check waiting for you. And that check pays for your bills, it pays for your expenses, and you're not stressed about money, you're not worried. And we're going to show you how to get there, and we've helped thousands of Canadians do that as well. And this is a great question to ask. In 20 years from now, what would your life look like if you don't learn how to manage your money and create passive income? The actions you take today determine your tomorrow. Don't live with any regret, resentment. Start today. Start yesterday. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll be able to be financially free. So what we've done and that we've made available is we want to help all of you jumpstart your journey to financial success. We're giving you all a free financial assessment call. It's a confidential call, one-on-one with a financial freedom consultant. And it's just a candid conversation about where you're at, what challenges you're facing, what are your goals, and what are your different options. By the end of the call, you're going to have so much relief, you're going to feel empowered because you're going to know your options. You're going to know where you're at. You're going to be very clear on your goals, the challenges you face, and what the next steps are for you and your family. As this is a free 45-minute call. Now, we've only made it available for 25 individuals. So if you would like to schedule a call, it's only 25 people. That's the capacity of our 3 people right now. So there is a link in the comment section. Click the link, schedule a date and time that works best for you, and get on this call. The best case scenario, you're going to learn 1 or 2 ideas that will change your financial future. This could be the start to financial freedom for you and your family, this free call. The worst case scenario, you don't get anything from it. It's worth speaking to someone and getting another opinion on your finances and where you stand. So why not? Again, there's only 25 spots available. So you want to book your call today. There's a link in the comments section. And again, what's going to happen, you're going to schedule your free assessment call. You can add the date and time to your calendar, speak to the consultant, and start creating a plan for you and your family's future. It's really that simple. Here's the link for the call. I love what Kenny said. Love this. I joined Enriched Academy in March. My credit score jumped 100 points. Amazing, guys. If you've had a positive experience in coaching, let us know in the comments section. Catherine said, coaching helped me get organized, saving consistently now. Awesome, Catherine. Amazing to hear. All right, so guys, now what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at some different, things, credit cards. So let's take a look. And guys, if you're interested in some of our upcoming events, they are coming. They are coming soon. Don't hold me to it, but October, I think we're going to have some events coming up. So we're just speaking to the governments right now, making sure that we're all safe and everything's in place. But we're really excited to get back on stage. We miss meeting all of you in person and seeing you. So I can't wait for that. Okay, let's take a look at this. One of my favorite sites to compare credit cards is a company called ratehub.ca. Now, you don't have to use them. We're not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. But they were really fantastic because they just basically aggregate all the different credit cards in one place and they organize it for you. It's really cool. And there's a lot like RateHub. There's like Hard Bacon. There's so many. This is just one that I really like. Awesome, Sharon. Help me organize my retirement. Awesome, Sharon. Congratulations. It's great to hear. Okay, so let's do this together. You guys, I want you to control where I click, okay? So let me know. Do you want to earn rewards? Do you want to pay low interest? Or do you want to build credit? Which of these three should I click on that you want to see? No worries, Linda. If you missed the website, it's just right here. You should be able to find it in the comment section. All right, looks like most of you want to see rewards. Okay, let's take a look at rewards. So I want rewards. Okay, what do we want, guys? Travel, cashback, or all of them? Travel, cashback, all of them. We're making this interactive. Okay, let's go all of them. Thanks, Linda. What do you want your credit score to be? Let's say our credit score is, let's go very good. Okay. What's your annual income? Let's say we're at $40,000 to $60,000. How much do you spend on your credit card in a typical month? Let's go $3,000 to $5,000. Based on your monthly spending, we estimate this is, again, you can customize it. We say, okay, we're good. Next. Which of the following credit card features are the most important to you? Let's go no foreign exchange fee, trip cancellation. None of these are really that great, honestly. Like, no, this one would be good. Lounge access is nice. Trip cancellation, travel. Again, this is going to be so customized to you. Do you want to save your personalized card matches so you can revisit them? No, I don't want to. Okay, see my cards. Now they're going to give us the different cards that they feel are best for us. Now, should we just go with the first one that they give? Absolutely not. But let's take a look at this one. American Express Cobalt card. Okay, travel, emergency, medical, flexibility is great. Welcome bonus is $30,000, which is $300 value. Annual fee is $155. The interest rate's a little bit high. So this is an interesting one. Based on your spending of $4,000 a month after that $155 annual fee, you're earning about $1,000. Not bad, right? So now we could go to their site. And yeah, by the way, this is how RateHub gets paid. They get like an affiliate. Earn up to 50,000 membership rewards. So that's kind of different from what it says here, which is interesting. Okay, see? So you get that 30,000 points when you kind of sign up, but then you get another 20,000 points when you spend $3,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. So you got to spend $1,000 a month for the 3 months. Again, if you can't spend that much money, get the gift cards. That's a good option. No annual fee, monthly fee $13. This is a different. It seems very different from what's here. Okay, how you earn five. So there's more information here. There's benefits. Now, I don't know how these membership rewards work. Like 50,000 points for what? I have no idea. So you need to look at how much value you're going to get from each of these points and how they compare from like an Aeroplan card. This is another. I personally use Aeroplan. I fly a lot with Air Canada. So I use Aeroplan and they have been really good to me. I just really enjoy what they do. So I've kind of based my whole spending, getting credit cards, taking advantage of these bonuses around Aeroplan, right? Because I use them so much. But it's going to be different for all of you. So this is actually like let's 40,000 welcome bonus Aeroplan. This is really good. Annual fees $120. Okay. I wonder if it's waived the first year. That would be big for me because I don't like paying this annual fee right off the bat. Even though I'm getting 40,000 points, which is actually valued more than $120, I like to have a no fee for the first year because what's most likely going to happen is I'm going to get this card, and I actually might get this card right now. I'm going to get this 40,000 Aeroplan points. I'm not going to use the card too much. I'm going to do it enough so that I could get all the points. But I will most likely, after that first year, downgrade this card to a no annual fee card. So essentially, I got 40,000 points for $0. Sharon asks, is there an expiry date on points? Sharon, it really depends on the type of points. Aeroplan, no, I don't believe so, but it depends. Okay, how do you earn 2x on Air Canada? Dining and food delivery. So this is kind of typical. I'm not seeing any wow features here. Yeah, like this one again, it's a pretty good welcome bonus, 40,000. I'm seriously considering it. But besides using it for an everyday card, it wouldn't make my list on an everyday card. I have other cards for gas that give me better Aeroplan than this, even 1.5 on dining and food. I have cards that I'm getting more than that. So it's pretty interesting when you start to kind of like go into it and play around. Again, here's the thing: is there a best card? No, there's no such thing as a perfect card. Really, what you're trying to do is take the money that you're already spending and just get rewards from it. Just get points, even if it's cash back. Let's take a look at some of the cashback cards. I'm going to use another website instead of Rate Hub. Let's take a look at Credit Card Genius. I haven't actually used this on 5 best cashback credit cards. Let's take a look. Okay, Scotiabank Momentum Visa Infinite. The best cashback for heavy grocery spenders and those with bills to pay in the Scotiabank Visa Infinite. If you're a big family to feed, this card could be for you. So there you go. Yeah, 4% cash back on recurring bills and groceries, the highest available. That's really good. I don't think that's 4% forever. That must just be for, oh, it might be for recurring bills and groceries. That's a great cash back. 4% back. So, guys, if you spend, think about this. I know this might be extreme, but let's say you spend $1,000 a month on groceries. If you're a big family, um, let's say you spend $1,000 a month on recurring bills and groceries. That's $12,000 a year. 4% of $12,000 is $4,800 you get cash back. No. $480. Whoa, that was way off with my math. $480 you get. That's amazing. And the annual fee is $120. So that alone depends how much you're paying or you're spending. That's fantastic. Now, it's going to be specific grocery stores. So you got to know what grocery stores these things are, right? Like, what grocery store is it? Because if you go to Costco and this isn't for Costco, which it definitely isn't, this won't benefit you. 2% cash back on gas and daily trans, and 1% cash back on other purchases. Pretty awesome, right? We got some questions. Yeah, guys, we'll do a Q&A as well. If you have any questions, ask. Okay, Marg asks, does it affect if you cancel your credit cards if you're using them now? Marg, it depends. Okay, so you don't want to be canceling credit cards left, right, and center. You definitely don't want to cancel your first credit card, because that credit card is your credit history. Never cancel the first credit card you got. Never, because that first credit card is like the flag in the sand. That's when your credit has started. And as soon as you cancel that, it goes to that next credit line of credit or whatever it is, credit card that you started. So what I would recommend, if you're not going to use the card too much, what I do, I still spend a little bit on the cards here and there, but you know, I don't cancel them personally. I just leave them open, and that's fine to leave them open. That doesn't affect your credit score at all. In fact, it's better because it shows creditors that you have a lot of available credit, but you're not using a lot of it. But I like to use some and pay some off. Yeah. Let's see what else there is. BMO Cashback World Elite MasterCard. Whoa. 5% cash back on groceries. Holy smokes. These are real great cashbacks. Again, what a great benefit. You're already spending monies on groceries. You're almost like it's getting 5% off. That's the best way to think of it. Every time you make a purchase, you're getting 5% back. Sometimes you like to look at the user reviews as well. So take a look at the reviews. Again, don't live and die by the reviews. Always do your own research. Definitely. Yeah, I want to Sharon says there must be a limit for this 5% groceries. Let's do a little bit of work here and find out. Okay, now we gotta go. So this is how you find out. So here's the lesson here. So earn 5% cash back on groceries. You're gonna see this little 8 here. So that's where we're gonna go find out the details. This thing looks very intimidating. It's not that bad. We just have to go to number 8. Okay, earn 5% cash back on the first 500 you spend on grocery purchases per statement cycle period, and 1% unlimited cash back thereafter. The 5% cash back includes the base earned rate of 1% cash back for card purchases. The bonus. Okay, so to earn bonus rewards, grocery purchases must be made at the merchants classified by MasterCard's merchant category code as grocery and supermarkets. So there's specific supermarkets that you can go to, and it looks like it's only 5% on the first 500 you spend per statement cycle, which is basically once a month, and 1% unlimited cash after that. So there it is, right? That's how you find out the fine tune. It's not just 5% cash back. That's their marketing. Oh, 5% cash. Nope, it's 5% only on the first 500 and only at select places. Marco, great question. Is there a way to select a card to our credit profile, credit score? Marco, I would say the answer is no, because your credit score will tell you which ones you're more likely to get approved for or not. But your credit score doesn't tell you where you go shopping, if you like to travel, if you want cash back, if you want rewards. You kind of have to do some investigation yourself. That's why I like a company kind of like Rate Hub. And this is your best bet, um, Marco. Go to Rate Hub and just put in all your information, like it'll ask you, what do you want? What's your credit score? How much are you earning? You know, and then it will give you recommendations based on all that. So I would recommend to use a site like this. Coho Premium Visa Card. Yeah, so I may ask your views on prepaid credit cards. I feel these are safe for online shopping. Yeah, they're good. Abby, man, to you, I would say I do all my online shopping with a credit card. I know it might not be as safe as a prepaid card, but I'm pretty confident that it's still pretty safe. If you're worried more about um, privacy, then of course you should take a look at prepaid credit card. Again, the way I look at it, guys, is very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You're already spending money. You're already going to the grocery store. You're already going to the gas station. You're already going to Amazon. You're already spending money at these places. So can you find the places that you regularly go to, that most of your money goes to, and can you get some cash back from them? Can you get rewards from them? That's it. That's all you're trying to do. Again, you're not going to retire off this. This is going to change your life. But could this add an extra $1,000 a year to your pocket? I think it's done for me. Absolutely. Each year I get a round trip flight for me and someone else, every year for free, for money I'm already spending. That's thousands of dollars in my pocket with all the other benefits as well. Sharon asks, what if you're already retired? Well, if you're already retired, you're still spending money. And do you want cash back? Do you want rewards? Do you want to travel? What a great way to kick off retirement, Sharon, by getting this free, airplane card, and you got $40,000 points, and you and your, spouse can go to Vancouver, for you don't have to pay for the flight. It's amazing. Why the heck not? The bonuses are really where a lot of the incentive is. So it's pretty exciting. So guys, we're a little bit over time. It's 2:04. I just want to say thank you so much for attending today's class. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got one or two things from it. Again, there's two types of people. There's people that take advantage of credit cards, and there's people that are taken advantage of. And I hope this class gave you some education and guidance on how you can be that first person. Take advantage of these great credit cards and their offerings. Don't let them take advantage of you. If you enjoyed today's class, please like the video on YouTube, on Facebook. It helps us so much. Spread the word of Enriched Academy. Share it with the family or friend if you can. We're trying to make financial freedom accessible to everyone. Put together these presentations for all of you. So thank you so much. If you haven't scheduled a free assessment call, there's 25 spots. I'm honestly not sure if there will still be spots available. You could click the link and check. But schedule a call, get a different opinion of your finances. Best case scenario, you learn one or two ideas to change your future. Worst case scenario, you just spend some time on a call. Why not? It's worth giving a try. Thanks again, everyone. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll chat with you soon. Bye for now.